Sharuf!
Welcome to Sharuf. My name is John Sharpson.
And I'm JP Murphy.
Well, my name is Sylvester
I
Cobb.
tell you what, JP, you were in like a light there to get your name in before Sylvester's.
Yeah, you know,
Levels of importance. I should have went first.
I'm normally
Like Mr.
second on the
Sharpson.
bill.
What's it?
I'm normally second on the bill.
You're
like,
normally
you know what I
first in
mean?
the bill.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, well, thanks very much. Anyway, it's good to see everybody.
It's good
Big
to see
weekend
you.
of sport coming up.
Big weekend is right. How was your weekend? How was your Easter actually?
Oh, it was lovely.
Was it, yeah?
I had a few chocolate eggs. I was happy. Oh, not a bother. I was sitting in front of the telly watching the sport.
You love an L jelly.
Oh, I love it. Just grand.
And
Yeah.
what about you, JP? How was your week?
I was off chocolate for Lent, so yeah, I absolutely left fly, and I'm feeling the effects of it now.
All right,
Training
mate.
tonight, and I'll be lucky to move. So
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff.
Anyway.
Right, yeah.
Right, so we have a big weekend of sport ahead of us, but we're not going to get into that just yet because the other day on Sharuf we left a comment saying if you'd like to see anything on Sharuf, if you've got any ideas that you'd like to hear about or you'd like us to talk about, let us know. And there's one person who has been plaguing me about ice hockey.
All right,
Saying
yeah.
that it's the best sport in the world and it's tougher than hurling and all this stuff. So we said, you know
controversial.
what?
Well,
we'll
no,
do-
in fairness, no, they have a point there. No, it's a very intense sport. It's the fastest sport in the world.
Well, it's the fastest. Yeah, well, I suppose hurling is the fastest
hurling
field sport. Isn't that it?
Yeah.
So what do you think, JP? Hurling or ice hockey? Which is tougher?
Ooh, well, I haven't played ice hockey. I've played hurling. I'm going to say hurling, and I'm not being biased.
No, you're not. And I'm going to say hurling and I'm not being biased either.
Well, I'm going to remain completely impartial. I'm a great admirer of the ice hockey players across the world and especially across the pond.
Are you?
Yeah, at home and across the pond, actually. Because, do you know, the reason why we're talking about the ice hockey at the moment
Yeah.
is
Go on.
because the playoffs are on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the playoffs. And there's only a few teams, isn't there?
Oh, no, there's a load of teams. There's a load of
There's
playoffs.
a heap of teams. There's loads of teams. But who's playing this evening, Friday?
Oh, take it away there.
This
so
evening,
JP.
we got the Blue Jackets versus the Penguins in
I
Game
prefer the
5.
Black Jackets.
The Black Jackets, right?
Yeah.
The Blue Jackets, I don't know where they got their name from. The
I like the
Blackhawks
potato jackets.
Do you? Yeah.
are playing the Predators. Then we got the Rangers versus Canadians. I don't know where the Canadians are from. And then we got the Sharks versus the Oilers.
I prefer
Okay.
the Dolphins versus the Petrolers.
All right, sure.
The Badgers must have been knocked out early, were they? And
The Badgers?
The Sea Badgers, yeah. They're
Of
not
course,
there,
the last day we had the Washington Capitals at the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Is that right?
The
Yeah.
Minnesota Wild were at the St. Louis Blues.
Did you ever actually wonder how these teams get their names?
Yeah.
Sharp, like it's
It's
I'm looking
ridiculous,
at, we
like.
got the Blue Jackets. Where's that coming from?
Now the Mighty
The
Ducks. That was a
Black-
great name for a team.
Yeah,
That's right.
very
Oh, the
good.
Mighty Ducks. The
Crack.
Mighty Ducks were at the Calgary
Crack.
Flames.
Crack. What?
The Mighty Ducks were at the Calgary Flames.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I know a lot about the ice hockey because there's a great tradition of ice hockey here in
Cork,
Ireland
is
as
there?
well. There is a great tradition in Cork as well.
Is there?
Yeah, and like the most recent fixtures now, the Dublin Scangers were at the Limerick Buttheads.
There is
That's right.
actually an ice hockey team in Kilkenny.
Is there?
Honest to God, yeah.
What are they
Oh,
called? The Ice Cats.
I'm not.
There was
The
another
Polar
fixture
Cats, I
here.
don't know.
The Roscommon Jiggly Bits were at the Monaghan Dry Queens. That's right, yeah.
Jiggly
Big
Bits.
rivalry there.
The
There was
Jiggly Bits
there
are the
was
best one.
The Wexford Squats were at the Mullingar Driving Instructors. Big game there.
Where did he come up with this?
And
Anyway,
the Longford Fruit Bandits were at the Belfast Cockawallas.
the Cockwallers. They're Australian. They're
Come on, the Cockawallas! You ever heard them? The Cockawallas fans are mad.
Yeah,
They're
you
mad
know.
jokes.
Yeah, do you know what the Cockawalla is?
Go on.
Well, do you know what the Cockawalla is?
Fill me in.
I won't. I know you'll have to figure that one out for yourself.
Right, we leave it up to yourselves, though.
Right.
But the question still remains, gentlemen. Which is the toughest sport? Hurling or ice hockey?
Right, we go through the pros and cons.
Yeah,
of-
okay, right.
So, first of all,
Hurling.
hurling. Both teams. Okay, but the similarities we'll go through first. They
Right.
both have
Helmets.
sticks and helmets. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, yeah.
Okay, so you can get belted with a stick, well, hit with a stick in both sports.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which is harder now, an ice hockey stick or a... I tell you, I used to play roller hockey as a kid in my blades, because when
Yeah.
blades were big, yeah. So I used to have a team, we played for the Wasps.
Oh,
Right?
That's the
And the
official
Wasps,
answer.
yeah, that was
Right.
it.
Of course,
And-
there was a very famous Irish ice hockey player. Let's see a bit of footage of him there.
Oh, there was, yeah, he was brilliant. What was his name again?
That's right, what is it? Ice-T, they used to call him. Trevor McMahon. Let's have a look at him there now. The finest Irish ice hockey player of all time.
And
Take it
before
away.
we show the clip, this was the best bit of skill in an Irish ice hockey game ever. Check it out.
It's a golden piece of footage.
Remain very dangerous, although this man was not seriously.
You see him there.
He's like... He's like a deer on ice, isn't he? Blondie on ice.
He's graceful.
He was one of the only players to go without a helmet. He could have done one there, I'd say.
He could have done with a stick as well,
Yeah,
to be
he
honest.
does.
Yeah.
But
he still won them that game.
he did, in fairness. Yeah, it was a classic game. Probably the greatest Irish ice hockey game of all time.
It was deadly.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid playing roller hockey, right, I had this hockey stick which was taller than me. And it got stuck in the ground, right, and shot into my stomach. And I literally pole vaulted on the thing. And then it snapped and I went flying.
Where did you play roller hockey?
In DCU.
In DCU?
Yeah.
Right, I was thinking you were out in the streets and the cars used to come and you pulled the goalposts in. And
We used to play out on the road as well, or in the playground, but the playground there was glass everywhere, so we didn't play. But we did. There was there was a whole league.
Right.
And there was the Black Stars, the Sharks, the Wasps. That was us. We only won one match ever.
Right,
One match, and then I quit. I was like, right, we won, I'm done.
That's the spirit.
Yeah, absolutely. But right, moving on.
Yeah.
We're going to show some clips, I'd say, will we, just to see
Just to compare.
big hits from ice hockey and big hits from hurling. So here's your big hits from ice hockey. You guys are going to decide. Take it away.
Oh.
Some heavy ones.
Right. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say
Go on.
in favour of hurling is they don't have the padding.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
so there's the first thing jumping out at me.
A lot of pads, but at the same time, do they get a certain amount of time to fight until someone falls?
That's right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That they do throw the gloves off.
They do.
I think it's dangerous for the refs to step in if they're fighting because the refs are going to fall in and top them, so they just let them fight it. They actually, there was a player on each team, I think it's called the enforcer. That's their job.
To fight.
Yeah, that's their job to fight.
Oh, kills.
Send them on.
Basically, it's to set the tone, and the best enforcers are paid a lot of money. Basically,
Really?
they could be useless at ice hockey, but if one of their guys gets the belt by the other team's enforcer, he used to fight.
Imagine
him.
getting Conor McGregor on your team as an enforcer.
No, he'd be useless on the ice, but God, he'd throw down like.
You have to
Yeah, he'd be like,
That's
look,
class.
watch me, I'm going to get the flop.
Are you
I'll
alright?
get you next time.
Are you alright?
We
Here,
get that
get his,
back
get
up.
his hockey helmet on.
Get my hat.
Go on,
Get your
this
helmet.
Thank
Oh, you look cool,
Looking
man.
fly,
Thanks
Sil.
very much.
Yeah, looking fly is right.
Right, yeah,
I
yeah.
think that really shows off your eyebrows. Actually, do you know what? We'll go the other way.
I
Cover
look
them
like an
up.
ice hockey fan. Oh,
Right.
there we go.
There you go.
Now.
Now, boys, we're going to take a look at some of hurling's biggest hits, right? Now, we've already did a special. We did a lot of clips about Dermot O'Sullivan.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll leave him out of these ones. But these are some of hurling's biggest hits. You take a look.
Go on,
Boom.
lads.
Lads, I tell you some. And there's something else there, just a pro in favour of hurling. There's a few boys there without helmets. They're just armed with a stick going out and murdering people.
Ho, 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 ho.
Great
Yeah,
crack.
and if
Taking
you're
off
going to
business.
belt to that stick to the helmet now, or to the head,
Yeah.
God, you'd be in bother. But actually, just looking at that for our viewers over across the water, if you notice the helmets on the hurlers,
Sharuf.
they're called Cooper helmets. Okay, they actually came from Canada.
That's right,
They
they're
wore
ice hockey helmets
yeah.
first, yeah.
Oh.
Now, they brought in a rule since then, haven't they, boys, that where you have to wear a helmet.
Here you have to.
You have to. And a friend of mine, you know, a very good friend of mine.
Wait.
When we were kids, right, he got a helmet. I gave him a helmet, and the first thing he did was took off the visor, the face guard.
Right.
So he was just playing with the top of it, and he went out.
That was known as being hardcore back in the day.
Well, I tell you, this hardcore fella ended up getting scalped across the eye, and nearly lost his eye.
You see, that's the thing. You see, you often have a comment about my eyebrows. You see, I didn't have eyebrows.
Are they covering up scars from junior matches down in Cork?
I didn't have eyebrows until I was 47 years of age because there wasn't an eyebrow to be seen in my family. There wasn't an eyebrow in the last 5 generations of Cubs.
Is that right?
Well, you've met up for it,
Forget
Sam.
the belt of a hurley across the face.
Jeepers, that's deadly now.
Right.
Take the eyebrows off you. That's how you know a good hurler.
I know, yeah. But then they grew back. They grew back next to the
And then some.
Now, a pro in terms of ice hockey, though. We don't have enforcers in hurling, right? There's big males and there's fights, but there's no one designated fighter on
Well, there is teams that would have a lad now and he'd be known for it. But anyway.
Yeah, well,
I
that's-
think I know who we're talking about here now as well.
Go on.
We're talking about the Yellow Bellies.
The Yellow Bellies.
The Wexford hurling team. The manager is the enforcer.
Well, actually, do you know what? Davy Fitz could be the enforcer because they were playing last weekend, weren't they?
Well, things really took off last weekend. I have to say now.
Yeah,
This is
against the All-Ireland champions.
this is an exceptional case. This doesn't normally happen in hurling, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to take it from there, John?
Well, it's just like what was happening was there was a bad decision made, and it was a bad decision in fairness, in my own opinion.
That's
And
right.
the manager of the team ran on and started jostling players.
I know.
He's not a big fella.
Yeah.
He's not
His
a
name is
big
Davy
fella.
Fitz, and he's a very good friend of mine.
Is he a good friend of yours? He
He's
is.
a good friend of mine.
I
No,
tell
he
you-
gets carried away from time to time, but we all get carried
He
away.
does. Now, it wasn't a huge fight, but just from a middle-aged small man taking on these athletes, it was pretty funny. But we'll let you have a look at it there.
I know, here is Davy Fitzgerald, here I come! What?
What are you looking at? I knocked the head off you. Yes, you what?
I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you! Here we go! Davy Fitzgerald, I'm gonna get you! Come on, leave
Leave it out! Leave it out! Leave my head! Calm down, Gaffer.
I'm gonna get him! I'm gonna get him!
So that, I tell you, he was angry enough, wasn't he? Let me fix your half
He
you.
was. I saw him, the hat is flying all over the shop.
Well, I tell you, you're excited. That's no harm. It looks good now.
I was excited to see my good friend Davy Fitzgerald getting involved. You know what I mean? He's not afraid of the bigger man.
He's not a good- you know what, lads, take it, hang on now, hang on. Boys,
Pull me back, pull me
I
back.
tell you, it has to be a controlled environment now, right? And we'll revisit this JP versus Sylvester.
We're doing so well there.
I
You
know.
always have to start.
You're getting on. Are you all right? You can.
But you can't be
Am
afraid.
I all right?
Are you all right as well? Yeah, you're
You
fine.
have to stand up. You have to stand up for what's right.
That's right. That's right. That lad should be getting a
Don't
ban.
be at it. Don't be at it, boys. Don't be at it.
He should be getting a ban.
Leave it for the boxing ring
Alright,
now.
alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Now, Davey, will you get a ban really for that?
I think he has got a ban. He's only got one day. One game.
One day.
He's only got banned for one game.
One game, yeah.
Like that's a terrible example now to be
Thank you,
set.
champion.
You're welcome.
Well, it was great for the viewers now. It was great TV. But
It was.
Got the crowd going as well.
That's right, yeah.
You wouldn't know what
No.
he'd be trying.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're running out of time here, and things are about to kick off unless we end it now, right? So what we'll do is we're going to leave you with a few.
Of course, a typical cheap dig there now.
We'll leave you with a
Big
few.
back from you,
Give
yeah.
it over. Give it over. We'll
Shut
leave
me.
you with a few ice hockey bloopers because that's all we've time for here. Here on Sharuf. We'll see you on Monday. Enjoy the weekend. Shoo, shoo, shoo.
Shut up.